Warning, we are about to spoil the movie Heathers. If you haven't seen the film, or you plan on watching it, then click away now. Or if you've already seen it, or you just don't care, then please stick around.
Hey Cameron, I knew you'd be hungover this episode, so I made you a little remedy to perk you up.
What, did you put laxatives in it or something?
No, but if you're too chicken to drink it...
Fine, give it here. Oh, actually, it's pretty good. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cinema Roulette. Taking a little trip back in time today, back to the late 80s.
Early 90s.
Early 90s, for a completely normal high school drama.
I have no segue here. I think I used all my energy last episode.
It's all good. So... anything you want to say? Or
not really. I honestly am out of banter.
This is Heathers, everybody.
Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me.
And we went quiet. How long till that intro gets copyright claimed on YouTube? Find out with the video version of this episode.
Absolutely.
We've been doing it all of movie month.
Yeah.
Which will really suck if all the videos get corrupted or something. Because then we would say every episode, there's a video version,
Yep.
and there isn't.
Don't tempt my computer. You know how it likes to do that.
Well, it would only be half the episodes then, because I'm going to take half.
That's true.
Before your computer could fuck it up.
Before I can decide, hey, this is a nice video file you got there.
Be ashamed if someone corrupted it.
Exactly.
You still have versions with them separate, right?
Yes, of
okay,
course.
good.
Of course. I didn't actually export combined versions. I just put them together in Premiere.
So if I have the files and the project file, I can... Good. What'd you do for running scared?
What do you mean?
Because you left the video recording?
Oh, I didn't actually sync that one up yet. That's on a hard drive. I ended up being like 10 gigabytes or something.
Yeah, the running scared episode, we forgot to turn off the recording of the physical camera, so it literally recorded until there was no space left on Cameron's computer.
Yeah. And I unplugged the camera though, because after we were done, I unplugged it and it's literally just a freeze frame of us for like half an hour.
Thanks, OBS.
Yeah.
If it was Fraps, it would have stopped earlier.
Yes. Yo, God. It would have stopped in the first 5 minutes if it was
wait,
Fraps.
shit, I forgot to do something. Jump cuts.
I have nothing. So anyway, I will let you take it away with the synopsis.
I will say, though, I found this movie because of my little brother, who found the musical, was playing that a lot, and then I was like, what the hell is this from? Heathers, isn't that a movie? Yeah, and then they sat me down and I watched this movie, and now I forced Cameron to watch it.
Yeah?
This totally normal high school dramedy.
Yes.
It's so normal, I will do a synopsis now.
Yes.
Unlike non-normal movies.
You even got the term right, dramedy. Good job.
Because non-normal movies we don't summarize.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, that's not a staple of our show or anything.
It's not a main point. We're in this mindset. Fuck.
Yeah.
But we go to everyone's favorite place, high school.
In everyone's favorite state, Ohio.
What? How do you say that with a straight face? Oh, there it is. But there is a girl named Veronica. Veronica is joining the popular clique, the Heathers. Literally, all three girls in this clique are named Heather.
Yep.
And even though they have different last names, I will refer to them by color of their dress, not their skin.
Yeah,
Jeez.
because they're all color-coded.
Even Veronica is blue.
Yes.
But they're trying to get Veronica to be kind of the fourth member, to be a new Heather. And Veronica also has the ability to forge people's handwriting. This will not be important. And they open the lunchroom and pull a prank on the fat girl at the school who they call Dump Truck. And pretend that... write a fake love letter so that way she gets embarrassed when thinking a jock actually liked her. Mm-hmm. 'Cause high school, kids suck.
Yeah.
But there's also a new boy, JD, or Jason, however you want to call him.
Jason.
Press X to Jason. And Veronica kind of gets a liking to him. And as the Heathers go around and do a poll on just random questions.
Mm-hmm.
And Veronica decided to ask Jason, or JD. I should say JD, that's how most people refer to him.
Yep.
Ask JD, he gives an interesting answer. They feel flirty, but Heathers drag them away because he looks like a greaser. And greasers aren't cool, even though it's the 80s.
Nah, man.
Then the two jocks see this. They go over to threaten him, because they can't kick his ass. They're seniors. They're too good for that. They walk up, and then JD pulls out a gun and shoots at them. Hard cut to the Heathers and Veronica playing croquet, where they talk about how JD used blanks but still got suspended.
Yeah.
Could you tell this was made in the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
But Veronica goes with the main red Heather, she's like the leader of the group, to a college party. On the way there, runs into JD, they flirt some more, and at the college party, basically someone tries to sleep with her, even though she's a high schooler, they're a college student. Gross.
Grody.
Actually, okay, hold on, now wait a second, but Veronica doesn't go through with this and wants, obviously, to leave. And after drinking a bit of alcohol, does vomit, which causes even Heather to drag her out, and is like, I'm going to just tell everyone at school what happened. You'll never be cool again, and no matter what college you go to, this will follow you.
Mm-hmm.
So this ruins Veronica's night, but JD shows up in her window, because that is apparently the only way to enter a house in the 80s if you're a teenager.
Yeah, if you're a teenager and you want to see somebody, you can't just use the front door.
Veronica and JD fuck in the backyard, and then devise a plan to go prank Heather. So that way she'll also be embarrassed and everything will be okay.
Mm-hmm.
JD has a different version of a prank, which is feeding her drain cleaner.
Yep.
Veronica tries to just make her vomit by mixing orange juice, milk, and soup, but grabs the wrong cup. Heather drinks it, and then just dies going straight through a glass table.
Yep.
Now, I would like to give a warning for the rest of the movie. It does talk a lot about suicide.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that's too uncomfortable of a subject for you, I would highly suggest kind of skipping this episode.
Yep.
With Heather dead, JD and Veronica are kind of freaking out, and then JD remembers, oh, you know her handwriting. Just write a suicide note.
Yep.
So they fake the suicide note, and everyone thinks that's what happened. Heather actually becomes kind of more popular due to this. Just everyone trying to get put on the news because they totally loved Heather.
Yeah, and they're like flipping through the stations and they're realizing, wow, this is complete bullshit. You hated her. And yeah, she's talking about how much, I looked forward to seeing her in the
every day.
And,
Still during this, Veronica is part of the Heathers, and Heather in yellow tries to bring her on a double date with the jocks from earlier. It doesn't. The jocks take them to a cow field and go cow tipping after getting drunk. Veronica leaves not wanting to have sex because, one, she's already dating JD, and two, ew.
Mm-hmm.
But next day finds out the jocks spread lies saying that she gave both of them blowjobs at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So, JD makes up a plan to prank the jocks with, I can't remember, a special form of German bullet. Ich Luger, I think it was.
Something like that. It's not going to kill them. It's just going to hit them a little, draw blood.
It's a trank dart.
It's like a trank dart,
but bullet form.
Yeah. And the German word literally translates out to liar or something.
No, I'm lying.
I'm lying.
But they go out in the field, and Veronica does purposely miss, thinking it was just a prank. But JD chases the jock and then shoots the second one as well, killing both and setting up to look like a double suicide of gay lovers.
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
Honestly, we'll get to this a bit later. I don't know how to take this representation. Because it is still using gayness as a punchline.
Yeah.
But also, the only people who say, like, the F slur or something are the assholes.
Yeah, the people who are clearly supposed to be bad. So, yeah. We'll get into that a little later.
I do just love the line after the scene of my teen angst has a body count.
Yeah, that is a great line.
After this, Veronica breaks up with JD because, well, murder ain't that cool.
Yeah.
JD works with the Heather in Green to become the new Red Heather and take over the school.
Symbolism.
Dump truck apparently tries to kill themselves, but survives. Like an actual suicide this time instead of murder.
Yeah.
The Yellow Heather ain't doing so hot and almost tries to off herself.
Yeah.
Well, she wasn't doing so hot and like called into a radio show to talk about her problems, which then the Green Heather spreads it around the school to make fun of her.
Yep.
She almost commits suicide, but luckily Veronica is there to help her. JD visits Veronica's home and warns her parents that she might commit suicide as well, especially since she keeps talking off to JD and being like, "You're a fucking psychopath."
Yeah.
Veronica has a dream about how of JD breaking into her room and then setting up a way to get the Green Heather who look like a suicide.
Yep.
And also goes to a really weird funeral, but again, all a dream.
Yeah.
She fakes her own suicide so that way JD doesn't kill her in her sleep. And he kind of monologues to her and says, "I'm going to bomb the whole school." And everyone has through a petition that Green Heather passed out for JD. Everyone signed off basically saying they're a suicide cult. And he leaves the room. He goes out and goes to the boiler room, stops him from blowing it up, shoots the shit out of him. But he goes outside, kind of just says, "Acts like I did get away with this. That'd be kind of neat."
Yeah.
Then JD explodes. Veronica goes back inside, kisses Green Heather.
Yep.
And then sets up a nice little movie date with Dump Truck, aka Martha.
Yeah. And then that's where it kind of ends.
That's where it ends. Just a normal high school comedy.
Yeah. This one definitely has the benefit, if you're going in as blind as possible.
Yeah. I didn't show you this, but on the title sequence, you don't see any of this. It's all just... It cuts like seconds before it would show the fucked up thing, so it looks like a normal high school movie on the Blu-ray menu.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah, this movie's a bit dark.
Just a little bit. It has some really, really good dark humor. But yeah, all of the actors do a fine job. It has a pretty ensemble cast, very like it has a lot of 80s stars, Winona Ryder and all that. But Christian Slater, I forget, did he really get a start in the 80s or?
At least with this movie, yeah.
Yeah, because it's just I'd seen Christian Slater and other things like Mr. Robot and stuff like that, and seeing him really young like that was just so interesting. Because he still has that snarkiness about him. He just has a much higher pitched voice because he's much younger. So
yeah.
But even back then, he still had kind of a charm to him, so you could tell.
He was also very much trying to imitate Jack Nicholson, and apparently messaged him to go see the movie, but he never got a response.
Aww. Yeah, I could tell, because I was like, his acting seems just a bit Joker-ish in the movie.
Which is also funny, because it felt like a very Tim Burton movie.
It did! It was like, it's the most Tim Burton-y movie, not directed by Tim Burton.
I'm trying to think where else, because Winona Ryder is fucking funny.
She's great.
She delivers these lines perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Which surprised me because apparently a bunch of people were up for the roles of JD and Veronica.
Yeah. Including who was originally like cast roles? Like Jim Carrey was supposed
Jim
to be
Carrey
JD or
was
something?
thought to be JD. Johnny Depp was thought to be JD.
Yeah.
Like basically every popular dude in Hollywood at the time who could pass off as a high schooler was thought to be JD.
Yeah.
Also, just another random fact, I'm not sure where I put this in. The writer wanted Stanley Kubrick to direct and for the film to be 3 hours.
Yeah. You'll say that didn't happen, but that would have been a really weird movie with Stanley Kubrick directing. Oh, God.
I don't think it would have been funny.
I don't think it would have been either.
It would have been really mean-spirited, which,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think that would have worked as much.
I don't think either. Yeah, I'm glad it was directed by this person who has directed it, so.
Even the stereotypes, I love, like, when they're doing the poll and they go to all the different cliques,
Uh-huh.
just seeing the metalheads and the
Yeah.
stoners, they're all...
It's a cool way to do it because they introduce it by giving the test to everyone, and then you see all the different cliques and everything, so.
Yeah, and all of them, just, they're funny.
They are.
It's, like, so stereotypical, you gotta laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
And at least gives off the tone that, like, no, this isn't how people actually are. This is satire.
Yeah, right. I do love the stoner group too. So funny. One person's like, so what about this question? What?
Or the one chick who comes after the red Heather dies,
Mhm.
just like, sorry, your friend. I thought she was a total bitch. Guess I was wrong. Okay, bye.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone does a fantastic job. Those were the only actors I think I really knew was Winona Ryder and Christian Slater. But
Yeah. There's also just so many good fucking lines in this movie.
oh, there are a lot of really good insults too. Just
Fuck me gently with a chainsaw.
it's good.
Or did you eat a brain tumor for
Yeah.
breakfast?
So many good lines in this movie. The writing is fantastic. Yeah.
And honestly, that does capture how high schoolers talk.
Yeah.
It always sucks in movies where it's like, oh, all the kids are soft-spoken and
Oh, God,
only
no.
one person says fuck at any point.
Yeah.
No, this is high school.
Exactly. That's what kind of what I love about, like, 80s movies like that is kids talked like that. Like, that's how they talk in high school. They swear,
They're horny,
They're horny.
and they want to get drunk.
Exactly. So
I also just the deaths, at least with Heather's first death. Fucking hell.
Jesus.
That slam through the table has so much weight to it.
It does. Whoever they got to do like the sound effects too, because I know that obviously it was a fake table, but like she slammed through just the weight of it and everything. Just oh my God.
Also, the fucking little puns throughout.
Yeah, there's little visual gags too, like when Christian Slater and Winona Ryder are having sex. Like there's a croquet mallet with a ball next to it.
No, 2 balls to make a...
2 balls, yeah. Then like when someone gets a blowjob, they like go down and there's a picture of someone blowing something.
Yeah, the picture above is someone getting like hit with a bunch of wind.
Oh, there's little psychic gags like that.
Or even on Heather's death, it said the fall of American teenagers was on top of the table.
Damn it, yeah.
Fucking hate this movie.
Right. And again, just the really, really dark humor is just really funny. Like, I love the funeral scene where the jocks are in their fucking football headgear holding a football. I love my dead gay son. So stupid.
You know, I was thinking about that.
Mhm.
Do you think Value Select referenced that with the one where he kills his fake son?
Possibly.
I killed my fake son.
Yeah. My name is Dan. I'm a very
Angry man. No, we can't quote Value Select.
But it's so good.
It is. Watch Value Select
Yes.
instead of us. Jeez.
Become part of the brotherhood like we are.
We're in the dark age.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
It's all good, though. We still have to catch up on our reading for the Holy Scriptures.
Or even the dream funeral scene where it's just so fucking weird.
Everyone's wearing like 3D glasses and there's all this
white
smoke
cloaks.
and- yeah, it's just odd. Like you would tell, like, oh, they're dreaming, and she's like, now you're spaghetti, and it's in like the baptismal fountain. It's like,
Or just yeah, because Red Heather shows up and it's just like, being dead's so boring. If I have to sing Kumbaya one more time, I'm going to die again.
so funny. Oh, it's great. It's great. Oh man.
I also love the use of color, like
Yeah.
something or about little details that are like too clever and they annoy me.
Mm-hmm.
Any scene, at least at the beginning of the movie, any scene with Veronica in it, even if it looks like a normal background, there's always blue somewhere.
Yes, because Veronica is color coded blue. So
Yeah, like in I know I keep going back to fucking Red Heather's death, but in Red Heather's house it's all red or pink. And even in the bedroom it's all red, but when it cuts over to Veronica, there's an image of something blue hanging on the wall.
and even later on, like her room is just blue.
Yeah, it's
completely.
super blue. I think I remember one scene in the school too. You see like a blue purse hanging up, so it's
Yeah.
still blue behind her.
In other words, she's playing croquet and she has like the blue things on and the blue shoes.
Yeah, and has the blue mallet.
Yeah, exactly. In case you didn't get it by then,
She's blue.
dabba dee dabba die.
And the green Heather, who's trying to change to red, changes through a bunch of colors during the near end of the movie, because she's trying to be different
Get it?
than her normal personality. Get
Yeah, symbolism.
symbolic? It means stuff.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably. But yeah, the lighting and the little details are great in the movie. Like, it's shot fairly straightforward for an 80 movies movie. There's nothing like too technical wise it pops out. But yeah, the color coding is really lovely. So
Yeah, camera work wise, it's fine, but they make up for it with set design.
absolutely.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah. We can go into the weird homosexual issue if you want.
Yeah, let's get that. Because it is weird. I hate it when it's used as a punchline, because that's what it was for the 80s,
That's all it
90s,
was.
and early 2000s.
Yeah, that's all it was for decades.
Yeah, like, I always fucking hate that with people nowadays who are like, you're shoving this down our throat. It's like, we're just allowing them to exist for a fucking minute.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, gay people exist, and we're allowed to portray them on screen. What, do you not have enough movies where, you know, heterosexual couples get together?
Don't
Like-
worry. You have literal, probably a century of film.
Yeah, literally. Like, come on.
And then they'd say something like, I'm born in the wrong time.
Oh,
It's
God.
like, yeah, you're not allowed to be a piece of shit here without getting called out.
Yeah, exactly. That's just what you're afraid of. Can you tell we're a little bitter on that topic?
I deal with, at least, I know, I deal with a lot of fucking toxic film buffs. We have an episode on that, by the way.
We do. Go check
Shameless
that out.
plug.
Yes. View it on all podcast apps.
And on YouTube.
And on YouTube. Surprisingly.
Was upload on the day.
Yes.
Surprisingly. Remember when that happened?
I do remember
Oh, wait,
that
that-
happened. I didn't have a month backlog of videos.
That joke would make, I don't know if that joke will still make sense in November.
Why?
I don't know, because time.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll get better.
Time is a relative concept.
Time is a flat circle.
How is it a flat circle?
It's a flat circle.
Okay, well, you know, it was fucking... just like our wheel.
Just like our wheel, let's spin it. No, but it does feel weird in the movie because since they do say the F slur and the jocks are clearly fucking homophobic.
Yeah.
I do like the joke about the mineral water. This is Ohio. If you don't have a brewski in your hand, you're basically
Wearing a dress or something.
yeah, that's what it was. And the two cops, when they find the body, is like, does this explain it to you? It just shows the mineral water.
Veronica's like, you know, I don't think it means that. You know, it's come a long way since then.
Also, you have the dad being he doesn't care that his son was gay.
Yeah.
I don't, but it's also played for a laugh. It's a weird middle ground.
It's odd because it's
It's
not,
a gray area.
it's not like deliberately played for laughs. It's not like blatantly homophobic, but at the same time, it's not homophobic, if that makes sense.
Well, more of it's not that it's not used as a punchline.
Mhm.
It doesn't feel like they hate those people. It's
Yeah.
just
It was the 80s, man.
It's still probably more progressive than some things from the 90s.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. So plus at the end we get a gay kiss, and that's not,
That probably got people angry.
probably.
Actually, going off of toxic film buffs, one thing I want to say, the fucking argument about Blazing Saddles couldn't be made today. It could be. People still use that type of language in movies, and
Yeah.
also, whenever it's brought up about Blazing Saddles, it's always, this generation's so sensitive, they would never make Blazing Saddles today. You know who I've never heard complain about Blazing Saddles? Fucking anyone.
Exactly. Anyone from our generation. Like,
Everyone likes Blazing Saddles because it's making fun of shitty people.
yes, exactly. That aspect is completely timeless. Making fun of shitty people is great.
Especially racist.
Yes.
Fuck racist.
Exactly. Fuck racist. Fuck racism.
But you know what movie you couldn't make today? Heathers.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This movie you could not make today.
Yeah, talking about teen suicide in a joking manner. Parallels to school bombings or shootings.
Yeah.
No, you're not doing this today.
You can tell this is very much before Columbine. Like, yeah.
This is the movie where if someone said, you can't make that today. Yeah, you're right. I know the musical was made, but that's
Yeah.
not a movie. That's a musical.
Exactly. That's a stage play. So
I think Alex said that was free on YouTube.
yeah.
It does have very good music. It fucking slaps.
Does it? Yeah, because I've never heard the music. So.
I heard a few of the songs, and I'm like, fuck, that's actually catchy.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. But and again, it's not playful, so just be prepared for some uses of the F slur and all that. So
And also, it does know when to get kind of heavy.
yeah, it gets a lot more serious towards the end. That's for sure.
Yeah, because it knows, this is actually a serious problem with teens, the way cliques work, and how shitty high school is.
Oh yeah, because that's been a thing throughout all of history. Kids suck.
High school sucks.
God. I don't know anybody who looks back and say, yeah, I liked my high school years.
Who isn't a piece of shit.
Yeah, honestly. I would say John Mayer has a song called I Want to Run Through the Halls of My High School. I want to scream at the top of my lungs. I was like, yeah, but for different reasons.
You forgot the Molotov cocktail and flamethrower.
Exactly. Where did you get a flamethrower, you ask? Well, funny thing.
From the Boring Company.
Yeah, the Boring Company.
No, do you not remember that?
No, I don't.
Elon Musk made something called the Boring Company or whatever, and you were able to buy a flamethrower.
Holy shit.
Because flamethrowers are legal in, I think, 48 states.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you can legally own a
just
flamethrower.
own a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Just a little side note, I still love in The Thing where they have the flamethrower melted. He's like, hey, go get the flamethrower. Go get the what?
But they also do actually have those on bases.
They do for melting the ice and shit.
Yeah, melting ice off pipes.
Fuck,
where were we going? Actually, there was a bit of a fun fact where Ryder said she did the movie because of what it was talking about with high school and how it's a shitty place. And for some reason, the fun fact tried to point out, she spent most of her high school years on set, on film sets and stuff. I'm like, you only need about 2 days in high school to know it's a shit place.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you don't need to go there for years to know that this sucks. Honestly.
Or to quote a comedian, I don't have to be a pilot to know a helicopter in a tree means someone fucked up.
Exactly. Yes, that is perfect. I forget who said that.
I forget the comedian's name too.
Yeah.
Got nothing.
Not nothing. So
No, hard cutting.
yeah. Just overall really, really solid movie. So definitely one that it's to show someone, if you watch the movie, definitely show it to someone who knows nothing about it.
Yeah,
it's funner.
If you want a good double feature that you know nothing about, Harold and Maude and Heathers.
Yeah,
good time.
That's great. We're probably gonna do that at one point.
At some point, but we should have done it when you first watched it, but we didn't have a dealer's bet.
Yeah, we didn't make that up at the time, so.
Didn't you technically have it that one December? Shut the fuck up, brain.
Yes. When we have someone or when we have a fan that will constantly point out our mistakes, that's how we know we've made it.
I'm still waiting for someone who goes and dislikes every one of our YouTube videos.
Yes! I love that because it's you are taking time out of your day to actively go and try to annoy us, which, thank you. Glad we mean so much to you.
Oh, one last thing about the movie, I
Yeah.
guess. With the alternate ending, because I told you about this before we started
That's
recording.
interesting.
The original ending in the script had JD just being shot, and Heather's the one who blows up. Not Heather. Veronica's the one who blows up with the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
And then JD's speech about imagine me blowing up all the schools. That was him. That was Veronica's suicide note,
Mm-hmm.
and we show that everyone who did die is up in heaven because that's the place JD said that's the only way anyone will get along.
Yeah.
And they finally go to prom. Everyone's drinking from the poison cocktail Heather had. And Dump Truck is lead singer. One of the jocks gets a picture with a tipped over cow. But it was just kind of a darker ending. And even the studio was like, okay,
Yeah.
I know we have a comedy about teen suicide,
Yeah.
but can you lighten the fuck up?
Yeah. I think that's going just a little too far.
Which, for once with the studio, I agree.
Yeah, I think that wouldn't have worked as well.
It would have been too hard of a tone shift. Like, this does take it more seriously, especially when Martha tries to kill herself.
Yeah.
And also, it's painfully true how... It was one of those moments of, like, have you ever seen the TikTok where it's what's classy if you're rich, but trashy if you're poor?
Yes.
That's basically what it was with Martha. It was like, oh, the popular kids killed themselves. Wow, what a tragedy.
Yeah.
But the fat, nerdy kid tries to kill himself. Oh, what a fucking loser.
Yeah,
right?
right. Yeah, it's awful. It is just really good social commentary, so...
Luckily, it hasn't dated at all. That's a positive.
Yes.
Just like how Blazing Saddles is still relevant.
Yeah, the fact that the movie made in the 70s is still painfully relevant, even more so in some aspects, is sad.
Yeah. Anyway, downer notes are fun.
Yes.
These.
I think it's time to spin, though.
Yeah, I think we're good. I don't think there's anything else to really say about
that's
this.
it, yeah.
I do have, for the people watching, I have this cool steelbook.
Yeah, he does.
It was from Best Buy. Buy steelbooks from Best Buy. They actually have really good designs.
Yeah, absolutely. Go on their websites and shit, so...
It's fun to spend your money.
Yes. Spend that hard-earned cash of yours.
Anyway, we have many movies left for movie month. We're totally not on the last movie. So we're going to spin the wheel.
Yep.
Get ready to hear all these clicks. Like,
Oh, yeah. Please, just,
this is
my
going
God,
to take
it's-
forever.
I have
Who knew
no
a month
idea.
was so long?
But I don't know. Which one do you think we're going to land on?
I can't even guess that,
God.
man. That's like a 1 in 30,000 chance.
And we thought the sellout wheel was long. Like, look at this one. Jesus.
Fucking hell. Visual jokes. Isn't it fun, audio listeners? Anyway, let us spin.
Spin.
Holy shit, it
Wow,
was Mandy.
What a surprise.
Yes, we're going to finish up Twist, Turns, and Drug-Fueled Nightmares with something with twists, turns, and drug-fueled nightmares.
And Nicolas Cage.
I thought that would go with Drug-Fueled Nightmare.
True.
Is there a Drug-Fueled Nightmare that doesn't involve Nicolas Cage?
I mean,
He was probably in Mind Game.
he probably, yeah, they just like slipped him in for like a frame or something.
But yeah, this will be the end of movie month, and then we have December, and then we go off in January.
Come on, CamCam.
Why, are you sleepy?
Nah, well, slightly. Just it's weird because like I'm a little tired, but not tired enough to want to like nap. It's like I'm in between. My eyes are just like,
I know how to wake you up.
how?
Nicolas Cage.
True.
But yeah, and I make no promises.
Mm-hmm.
December might also be double episodes. We'll see how ahead we are with a backlog.
Yeah.
And,
Especially since you're coming over, we'll have plenty of time to do that.
Yeah.
So.
Because we're recording in June right now, and July I'm over at Cameron's, which those episodes will actually come out before this.
Yep.
Weird, huh?
Right?
I'll also probably bring this up again in the last episode of Movie Month. But I said we wouldn't do a ranking. We probably will as a filler episode if we have another movie that's too short.
Mm.
Sort of like we did with Rashomon back in June.
Mm. But yeah. I think he thinks it's hard.
No, it isn't. You just go...